It's not your fault. But now, you have a choice. The Supreme State of New Rome has declared consensual suicide legal. Here at KEVORKIAN, we help you make that choice. Take control of what you want. Before you decide, you will need to take a psychological evaluation. Suicide without an agency is illegal. Family members and friends are liable by the Supreme State of New Rome. Painless euthanasia is offered to those who qualify. KEVORKIAN assisted suicide, because it's your choice.
The Kevorkian effect. Wow. Didn't know where this was headed. I thought I did, and then it threw me for a loop in such a powerful way. Like, this message was so powerful. It gave me chills. Really important for this to be seen for so many people. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Very well done technically and performance-wise by the actors. Just so powerful and chilling. Really great work, everyone, and I really hope this gets out to a wider audience. I think it's going to really do well and actually really affect a lot of people.
I really like the Kevorkian effect. I love the sort of premise of this future world and how people deal with the problems. I love the infomercial that kind of sets the stage, and the progression that we see the main character go through, and we just kind of understand what's going through his head, and kind of the progression that we have as the audience with him. I thought was really cool, and I like the conclusion. I just thought it was a really well done sci-fi style short film. It was cool.
So I was just super interested in the story. I thought it was such a simple concept, yet, so it created just a really powerful film. I thought you guys did a really great job with the visual effects. I thought they were so impressive, especially the kind of holographic computer screen. I was really impressed by that. And I thought the actors did a really great job, and it was, just a very simple story, but, it really made you think and feel something. So I think you guys did a great job.
The voiceover and the on-camera performances in the commercial were well done. I thought this commercial was a brilliant setup for the main story of a military man going to the office to be tested for his eligibility for suicide. His facial expressions and voice were heartbreaking. He was obviously very down. Clever CGI with the computer screen in the air used by the woman at Kevorkian. I also loved the way she performed in such a professional, caring, balanced way. Excellent film.
It's a very, very interesting sci-fi premise, very dystopian for sure. And this, imagine this future world in which suicide has been legalized by the Supreme State of Rome. So we apparently have some sort of a one world government here, and just things are a little out of whack. But the world is kind of in the background to this guy's personal decisions that he's making here. And it's interesting, they take him in this VR simulation where he's able to resolve his conflict with this young person that he's killed in a war, before he goes through with it. So that's kind of interesting. The story overall really reminds me a bit of a couple of stories by Kurt Vonnegut, like in Welcome to Monkey House, like Harrison Bergeron and some other things like that. So it's drawn on some very cool, very easy to identify with premises here. So yeah, a lot of interesting things presented in this film. Everybody did a great job. Good acting, directing, editing, score was good. So great job all around.
Watching the Kevorkian effect, I was consistently surprised by where the film took us. I think that I expected this to be a very clear-cut, dark story about how this service functions in this futuristic time and place. But to then see the simulation that the main character was put through and how deep the process went in order to figure out if someone was really a right fit for this process of helping to aid suicide, I think was really interesting to explore. And I was again surprised to see this film have an almost positive outcome where this process helps this individual come to terms with something that has occurred and an act that he's committed in his past. In addition to that, I thought that overall the visual effects for this film were incredibly well executed and helps to really make all of it feel real for the viewer.
I enjoyed this one. I really did. I liked the premise. Great way to start it with this video. Kind of builds the world out a little for you. You know what you're getting into. And then, yeah, it was just a lot of great execution, a lot of good choices. I really appreciated the visual effects in the scene. The second final scene there with the soldier, I thought that they were really well done, informative and not intrusive. The way the HUD sort of gave us information. All in all, really a strong one. So yeah, great job, everyone involved. Hats off.
The Kevorkian effect was really interesting. I think the concept of assisted suicide is something that's talked a lot about in media and in fiction, and is you framed it really well in this, and bringing up bringing it up in the beginning and having this advertisement and providing exposition without it being like completely spoon-fed to the viewer, and then setting that up against this ex-military man as he weighs the possibility of assisted suicide and if he's eligible for it. And I think you do a great job of blending kind of the concept of how miserable a lot of veterans are when they come back, and how that really affects them, but also this idea of assisted suicide and who deserves it and who doesn't, and kind of just the weight of death and all of it. And it was really interesting to see in this piece. So I think it was really well thought out, and it was a nice watch. It really made me think a lot, and I just really enjoyed watching the piece. I was really enamored. So well done.